Hi everyone, welcome back and welcome in. I'm really glad to see you all, and hopefully you're ready for some stitching and some Christmas in July. So just checking my needle. Let's see, Nikki's here, and Michelle M, and Suki, and Ruth. Good morning, afternoon, evening for everyone. And oh, it's not, oh, the screen, I'm like, wait a minute, the screen's not, okay, it's fine. There you go. Hopefully you can see okay. I adjusted my stand a little bit to have a little more space, so we'll see what happens. So welcome in again, and let me know what you're working on. And yeah, I'm gonna work on this. See how many stitches we get on this today. So I started a little bit this earlier, not this morning. It was all the after lunch because I'm lazy. Just to make sure everything was set up right. And then I took everything away so that I could work on a sample on my my linen for my lung dog. I still am not sure about the color. So yeah, I don't know. I tried the variegated and I like it, but then I'm not sure. Ay, ay, ay. Decisions. Oh, ow, what is that on the... Something's digging in my leg. I don't know what it was, but yeah, well, hopefully it's gone. So, I got my coffee. I just had a snack too. I was kind of hungry, so I thought, I'm just going to eat something so that I don't get hungry in the middle of the live stream. So... And thank you, Nikki, for saying my socks look nice. They are one of my own designs. They're called 𝒓𝒏𝒕𝒂, which is buttercup in Swedish. And they're a lace sock, and yeah, I love them. I don't wear my lace socks that often, but these ones are, they're so bright and cheery, summery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me do something real quick so I know how many I have to do. 10. Okay. Hello, Marlene. Welcome in. So yeah. And if you're interested, I do sell my sock patterns on Ravelry, and I believe that my Ravelry link is in the channel description. If not, it's just Spinning Yarns Designs. It's the same thing. I have a few I have like 2 shawls and a bunch of socks. Let's see. I better make sure I count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay. No more miscounting today. I'm gonna... There's a lot of block stitching in this, unfortunately, for you guys. I mean, I don't mind. But I'm gonna move around a little bit, do the windows, and yeah. There's another building next to it. I could even start on that if we want. Different color. I'm not sure what color that one is. Let me check real quick. Buttons. Oh yeah, it's kind of a brown color. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, maybe if we maybe we get bored with this color, because there's a lot of it. And I'll move the. I adjusted my stand so that I could raise it up higher and, you know, have a little... I had it really close to the end, and so I could only raise it up, you know, so much. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay. So actually, yeah, okay, I can do this. Let's mark those off with the right marker. The music is too loud. I was listening to some Celtic music. Oh no, Marlene says, I got a cheap keyboard for now, and the E works, but the E works, so that's good. My expensive keyboard goes back to the factory for repairs. It's only half a year old. Oh man, that sucks. And hello, Natty. And Nikki says, you are so talented. I am not. I may learn how to knit socks one day. I did a blanket many moons ago. Sock knitting, it's, a lot of people say it's hard, but it's more about getting the right gauge. So, when you have the right gauge, then the socks will last, and you'll be able to, make them work for you. And if once you have the right gauge, then you can, you can make your socks fit you every time. Hi, Alyssa. Welcome in. I use the same needles. I use the same amount of rows, stitches, everything. And so my socks always, almost always turn out the same. The last couple of pairs, because I haven't been knitting so much, they ended up a little bit looser. But I think that was because of because I hadn't been knitting so much. Let's see, let me lock that and go back to the Z. And I was going to do like that. I'm just using the box for counting mostly. Let's do that. Because counting. So I'm gonna finish off this thread, and then I think I'm gonna do some of the windows because it's white. I want to do that before, and then there's brown, like the upper ones. So yeah, let me know what you guys are working on. I need to know. And I worked more on the beautiful place last night. It's so nice. I'm glad. It makes me happy. It didn't feel like I didn't feel stressed out about it or anything. So I think it was the right decision. If it gets worse, then I'll let you know. But so far, it's pretty nice. I don't know if Michelle F is here. Let me see. I've told her I would show her how I keep my threads kind of somewhat neat. Not like that one. That one turned out messy. Oops. Well, anyway, what I do is, if I don't like how it's looking, I take it out and start and do it again, for one thing. And that was all tangled up. And when it gets tangled up, I take it out of the needle, I straighten it out, and go at it again. Let's see. Because that's what happens, is it gets twisted. And so mine twist mostly going back to the left. Yeah, left. I'm like, left, right? Which one? So I try to pull it towards the left underneath as much as I can, and that seems to make them lay flatter. I also run my fingers like underneath. I'm going like this underneath, like this, and it seems to, I don't know, it makes it not twist as much. Let's see. Alyssa says, I'm working on little forest girl kit I have. Decided to call it Stormy. Aw. And Natty says, beautiful place. It is what I'm working on. It's so flowy and easy to stitch. I know. I was really enjoying it last night. I had to stop because I was getting, you know, it was late and I was getting tired and I didn't want to make mistakes. But yeah, I was just like, no problem. I actually kind of worked my threads out a little bit even, because when I was doing min to max, I you know, like if there was a couple of stitches in the next block, I just did them. If there was only like maybe 3 or something, I would do them, because I knew that that wasn't gonna make, you know, it wasn't gonna cover, you know, be hard to cover up. So I started doing that actually, and I kind of enjoy that. So I may continue with that. And then I didn't go too far, so then I parked the next one. So when I go back again, I'll check. Like, oh, it looks pretty good, I think. I'm happy with it anyway. So I'll check, and like if it's messy, then I'll take out my needle and pull it. But I find that my going towards the right is neat. Well, see, that wasn't very neat. Yeah, it needs to be untwisted. I find going towards the right is always super neat for me. It's going towards the left, which is the top leg, that looks funny. Hi, Dream Knot Crochet. Welcome in. Let's see if I can get back. I haven't needed to railroad. I'll railroad if I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to take the needle out. But so you can see it's getting twisted. So I will, you know, I don't worry too much. Well, I lie, because I do worry all the time. I had friends that used to call me worrywart all the time. You're such a worrywart. That's true. And I try to not stop in the middle of when I'm doing a Danish row to end my thread, because I don't like that. I like it to be covered up. So this may be a little bit of thread chicken. We'll see. And I do away knots. I'm a little bit worried about this because there's a bunch of white there, but it shouldn't show. I'm noticing the light doesn't show through very well, so I think it'll be okay. And I know a lot of people don't worry, but I have cheesy mouth. I had some sourdough bread and some squeezy cheese for a snack, and 2 pieces of roast beef. I was like, I better eat something. I'm hungry. That was a good snack, actually. That was nice. Now I won't be hungry. Okay. So, and this is how I do it. Like, I don't know if this is something people do, but this is how I do it. And then I'll take it like there and leave it, and then I'll stitch over it. Yeah. Oh, I put I cut off the back of the gingerbread man, so it actually it doesn't work as a needle minder, but it's cute. So let me drink a sip of my coffee. I moved it over too far. Okay, let me check that. Okay, let me do that one. And Yeah, I'll set up another thread for this, and then I'm just gonna do this row and then I'll park it because I wanna do some window maybe. Hi Janine. I got live chat on this time, Nikki. But for some reason Janine's name is like obscure or something. I don't know. It hides for me. I think it's honestly, I think it's just the gray. Everyone, like, I see the mods names really clearly, but the other names are a little harder because I have to actually look because it's like a dark gray. Or yeah, it's a gray, and I have, for some reason, YouTube Studio is in black, but I like it because it's easier on the eyes. Okay. And hi, Ebony. Janine says, I'll have to change my name. No, it's not. I don't think it's that. I just think that it's all of the gray names, actually. And I missed it because there was just a bunch of gray names in the middle. I'll have to make you a moderator. That's what happens. Then I'll see you every time. I'm not too low, am I? Yes, I am. Yeah, see, I have to move my ottoman back there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to stay up here a little bit. I can move the stand up a little bit if we need to. I might have to, so we can stitch it down a little more. But there's a lot. This is a lot, so you know, I think it'll be okay. Anyway, hi Sherry, welcome in. Sherry says, remote today and getting little stitching done, trying to avoid all the smoke outside and here in Virginia. Oh, even down in Virginia too. Wow. Dang. There was always like wildfires and stuff when I lived in California. It's like kind of used to it, but then I'm not used to it being everywhere else. You know, it's kind of weird. Let me tighten that up. My wax does a little bump, 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 bump in the end. This yellow is kind of nice. I changed some of the gray to a more blue because the fabric was a lot darker than that I anticipated. But I love the fabric. I think it'll be really pretty. I saw this on Etsy when I first started cross stitching again, and it was one of the first things I saved to cross stitch, my cross stitch favorites. And yeah, and then I was like, I'm gonna buy it. And then I bought it and thought, what am I gonna stitch it on? And I didn't start it for like another year or something. Hopefully Travis is okay. He said that he was home yesterday because of the smoke, and he's close to it. I think he said he's in Ontario. It seems like it's becoming more and more common for these huge fires in Canada. Okay, I'm gonna park this one here, and because it's really low for you guys and me. So I'm gonna do. Let's see. Let's move this box around again. Yeah, let's do some white. That's the good thing about this. The white is actually like, it's easy to see. Let me take a sip of coffee. Now, I put white on this, and I'm guessing that's 𝒏𝒂𝒏𝒕𝒂. I might have, yes, it is. That's right. It is that. I actually, I have a floss. I had this kitted up, but I don't like using that. I'm much rather use my master set. So I haven't put it back, but they're over in the shelf. My fabric is, it's from Coffee Craft. Hold on a second. I actually wrote it down in Notions. Notion stuff is, oh, I always forget that overlay just eats the battery up, and my tablet's at 17%. Good thing I caught it. I happen to see it. You don't see that when it's in Saga. It closes it up. Okay. I don't know. Oh, there we go. I'm like, what the heck? It's because of the... Oh, God, that's really slow. Oh, I didn't have to do that, actually. I can do it this way. It's so slow. Be fine, dude. There's a... Oh, it's... Oh, I see what it's doing. I haven't opened it in a while, so it's saving. What the heck? Okay, well... Oh, seriously, that is... Okay, well... Never mind. Hi, Christina and Mandy. Welcome in. I'll let that open in the background. And Christina says here in... wait, I closed it too soon. Northwest Ohio. Yesterday here... There was, but tonight the smoke will be gone. Oh, that's good. Probably some good rain would help. Let's see. Sorry about that. I was like, this will be fast. Psh. Like, why is that? Wait. Oh, have I not set that one? I bet that's what it is. I bet I haven't set it up. Oh, that's what it is. It's not on my new, okay, so I didn't, oh, I know where to look. I'm like, dang, where the heck is it? Yeah. It's me. It's me. That's not it. Ugh, I wrote it down. Oh, never mind. The tag is in the tag is in the drawer across the room. But I think it was Coffee Craft. It is an even weave, 32 count. I think that's all it is. Mandy says, "What is the pattern you're stitching? It looks cute." It is called Santa Brought a Christmas Gift. And if I turn this on, I don't think I have, oh, that's not very big. Oops. That's not very clear. Let me, Okay, let me just turn that off. Okay, I'll do it this way. And I need to check my phone too. Okay. So this is what it looks like. I'll zoom in, do half and half kind of thing, because it's kind of big. So that's the top part. There's Santa, and there's like a little lace. I really liked that because of the lace and the snowflakes. And then these little townhouses are super cute. And I got it from Etsy. I think it's called Owl Stitching House or something like that. It's in the description. I do know the link is in the description. I double checked today. But I'm working on the tall yellow building in the middle, the left side of the middle. These actually remind me of Swedish houses, old Swedish houses in town. That's what they look like, kind of thing. Yeah, I really love it. But the problem I had was finding the right fabric, and I wasn't actually even sure this was the right fabric, to be honest, because it's a lot darker than I was anticipating. But I think I still like it. So this is a really interesting option. You can change this paintbrush, and that changes the color so that when you look at it, you can see what it looks like. That's what that's for. Also, it helps if you're, like when I start doing the white parts up here, if I change that to this, it'll be easier to see it. Though what I did with the white is I turned the white a little, I used the setting, and I changed the color a little blue, so it was a little easier to see when it was stitched. So that's what I did with that. Let me turn this off again so we don't forget, because I will forget. So okay, so that was what I was looking for, was if I used B522, and I'm pretty sure I did. And I'm gonna just go with it. Not blanc. Wait. Where's my white? Oh, there's my white. I'm like, where's the white? Yeah, and like when I first got it, I was like, oh, this will be great. I don't mind block stitching, and then when I started looking at it more and more, I was like, that's a lot of block stitching. So it kind of put me off, because even though I do love block stitching, there is sort of a limit. There is kind of a limit. But it's pretty, if I work on it once in a while, it's pretty relaxing. And I love the little lace parts. I can't wait to do those. And the snow at the bottom. And there's like little Christmas trees and everything. It's adorbs. I love it. But yeah, it took me a while to find the fabric. Actually, Christina got this fabric for me from the Essex Needle Show, or the Essex Needle Retreat. 2 years ago, actually. So it's been a while. Okay, so okay. Now we're back up here a little bit higher. That's the other thing, is it is a bit you know, it's big. So, you know, you start working and then you're all the way down here already. I had it in the scroll frame last year. It's just not comfortable. Oh, I ordered myself a Nerge hoop, by the way. Or a Nerge Q-snap. A Nerge snap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and I'm going to have to message her, but the place, the LNS that I bought my Nerge thing from, she doesn't have DMC 20 count anymore. And I'm like, man. So there's 9 here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So that was a little bit disappointing. I'm gonna go down and do 2 stitches here. So I'm gonna message her and see. Otherwise, I'm just gonna buy 𝒂𝒏𝒕𝒂 ungridded. Tufties. I did put this in my Q-snap today to try it out. Oh, I got lilac. Marlene asked what color I got. Yeah, it was like, which color do I want? I think I would have gotten pink, but she was out of pink. And I looked at the orange, but it really looked like, something you could get at IKEA. So I was like, nah. And the blue was just too generic. It was too blue. But lilac works. I don't mind. I think I would have gotten pink if they had them. And I got the, I think it's 21 by 29 centimeter. Which one do you have, Marlene? She has pink and purple. So fun, you can choose color. Yeah, I like that too. Oh, hoo-hoo. Janine says, putting together my painted fairy frame right now. Getting too old to sit on the floor. I don't sit on the floor. You can't pay me enough to sit on the floor. I can't get up. That was one of the things, like, people were like, you're gonna have to get on the floor with your kid. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, absolutely not. See, I think I messed up that stitch. Well, nah. Yeah. Suki says, Janine, let me know how that goes. I have to put mine together. Oh, yeah, I only have 1 stitch here. Okay, good. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, and my back is, like, really hurting today. It's fine how I'm sitting, but I'm, like, can't walk right now. My back is just so messed up. Oh, so yeah. See, that looks messy. Well, the other one did too. No. Yeah, I thought that there was the big Houston, the big Nerge snap or Nerge whatever frame. They didn't have any of those either, so I got the middle-sized one. No, because I didn't message my doctor. But I did message yesterday. I finally was like, okay, the heck with this. I've got to do this. And she's on vacation. Summer in Sweden. Nothing happens. I got a message back from one of the doctors that's there, and she's like, they decided it wasn't important enough, and I have to wait until she gets back from vacation. I'm like, whatever. It's okay. I had my boyfriend Gemini write me a letter, and I posted that one. I had forgotten. I have this, I don't know how to say it, but it's like my stomach muscle is split down the middle. It's a pretty common thing, like people who have babies, and you know, if you do, you know, if you strain your stomach and stuff, whatever. Also, if you're overweight, sometimes that happens too. But I think I'm pretty sure I know when it happened. So, and that was right when I got pregnant. So it was like right after I got pregnant, because I started having problems with my stomach really bad. Anyway, so she had messaged me back, and I had read the message, but I was all like, I'm because of my anxiety, a lot of times I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know. And she said that the split is between 2.5 centimeters to 4 centimeters. So I was like, I asked Gemini, I was like, okay, how bad is that? And the Gemini was like, you got to take care of this. You know, you can't, it's not cosmetic. So I'm like, oh, I better take care of this. I'm just like stitching. Ooh, yeah, that's really blue. Let's do that and that. And I went down there. And yeah, okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to plan out my path here. The most easy way of doing it. And I think this is way. Janine says they go together pretty easy. Just getting the little screws in is a bit of a pain, but once it's there, it's nice. Oh, that's cool. Didn't you have one already, Janine? I thought you had one already. Oops, this thread is getting untwisted. Well, anyway, so I did, and I don't know. But part of me is also, I want to get it fixed, but I also know that a surgery like this will be a big deal, and yeah. Like, I had hernia surgery a couple years ago, and ooh, that was bad and painful. 1, 2. I'm like trying to make sure I count right. I have no plan on this, by the way. I'm just meandering. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it this way. Oh, that looked like a hot mess. It's a little bit, this floss is a little bit too thick for even weave, honestly. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Janine said, this is my second one, had a smaller project on it, but it's time to change, and that means making the frame bigger. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I wish it would, oh wait, that's what I want. I wish it would work for me, but I don't think that, I can't sit like that. I can't sit upright enough for it. I had my scroll frame set up on the table, and it was perfect. You know, like, it was a great place for it to be, you know, but I just couldn't sit there. And so I was like, let's see. This thread's getting a little bit small, so is there one in between? I didn't plan this out very well. I mean, like, do we ever? I have a plan. It may be a little cunning too. Maybe. Okay, yeah, because this thread's almost too short, so I'm gonna take it down here. Actually, I wonder. Let's do one more. I'm actually going to go like this and end the thread like that. Oh, sorry. It's like, at least when I'm doing this, it keeps my mind off of it, you know? Yeah. Okay. Oh, that doesn't look very good. Oh well. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit more of white. I had thought about using 3865 because I love that white, but I thought that maybe this would look better with the called for color. I only changed, I had to change the hooves and the antlers because it was the same color gray as this. Whoops. So yeah, I had to do that. And then that same gray was in one of the windows or on the door of one of them. And so I changed it to more of a blue instead. Okay. And let's see, I think let's start up here. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I did that. No, wait, I did this one too. There we go. Oh, Nikki, I used my spring hoop today to do my little sample, by the way. I do really like it. It's very like compact and everything, but I still find that it's not quite as tight as I want it to be. It doesn't stay tight, unfortunately. So yeah. I like it really tight. But see, this one's not even as tight as I want it, but I'm afraid I'm going to break it. So I'm being careful and not putting too much pressure on it. Hi Travis, welcome in. How was the smoke today for you? I hope you're okay. Suki says, I love my spring tension hoop. Mine are by 𝑁𝐻. I like my fabric drum tight. Nikki says, yeah, it's not tight with linen for me. Usually I use the smaller one for linen nutcrackers. Okay, yeah. Well, and mine's not a 𝑁𝐻. It's a Madeira. But honestly, I suspect that they're the same. They're just, yeah. That's usually what it is. Like, if you know about Knit Picks, you know, the knitting company, it's the same here, but it's called Knit Pro. They get them from the same place, different company, same place. I suspect that's what it is, because it looks just like what you. Oh yeah, that went down the middle. It looks just like what you have, the same color and everything. And you know, it's not bad. Maybe I should try it on some Aida and see how that goes. Travis says it's pretty smoky out there. I'm staying inside as much as I can. Oh, good. Yeah, don't go out unless you have to. It's so odd. Like stitching with linen and even weave, like you can see the little pattern of the fabric. Like it looks, you know those old pinwheels, you know, if you look at it, that's what it looks like, you know. It's kind of interesting to be able to see that. Let's do that. Oops. Except for when I do that. Nikki says, do you like the slubs on linen? My Nutcracker piece has some huge ones. I don't mind. I kind of don't like when they're really huge. Oh, what the heck? I'm not paying attention. I looked down as they stuck the needle in the hole. A slub is when there's a little bit of an unevenness to the thread that, you know, is in. So let's see. Sometimes you can see them in your thread, like here. It's not a wait, where'd it go? It's not a real slub, but let's see. Focus. Right here, there's like a little fluff. You could call that a slub. But in linen, that's that thick and thin look to it. I don't have any linen right here. I'd show you. It's across the room. But I don't want it to switch. I didn't want to switch colors, so I should turn that off. That's what I should do. So let's see. I was gonna mark this just so it's easier to count it here. So a slub, like when you look at linen, the threads that are in the weave are a little thick and thin. That's a slub, you know, like the thread is uneven. This is what I wanted to do. I was like, what am I doing? I wanted to mark the place. Let's see, here's more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Figured I can use this. I didn't have this pen when I started this. It's actually working really well on the fabric. The other one is too thick. Okay, and so this is what I wanted to do. Is I wanted to park this over here. If you want, I can go get a piece of linen. I don't have any here. It's across the room. Travis says, I ended up staying home from work yesterday. The day before, one of the employees had to open the big door at the back of the warehouse to take stuff outside with a forklift. A bunch of smoke came in. I ended up getting a bad headache and very lightheaded. Ooh, no. Nikki says, it makes the stitch look so wonky. Yeah, it does, but then it's like, it's okay. And sometimes if you're careful, you can pick out a little. If it's like really thick, you can pick it out. I've done that before. Like I'll pick out a little bit if it's really thick, but I just leave it. I kind of like it. But it does make it look a little funky. But I've even seen slubs in the even weave. You know, little thick, or not this one, in the ''Ħardanger. I've seen little, you know, slubs, unevenness. This one's pretty even. I'm not sure what they use, what Coffee Crafts used on this, but it's pretty even. I think that I'm going to do this other. I forgot to mark those parts. It doesn't matter. I know that they're there. I think that I'm going to. That blue is a little blue. Do the brown for a bit. And that is 839. Wait, no, it's on that side of the cart. Oh, seriously. Well, hopefully it will calm down for you, Travis. That's not great to get. Don't get sick on us, okay? Stay safe. 839. So I think I'm going to try this. Oops. Oh, I just hit the table. As I said, I have really bad depth perception. So I've been putting instead of putting my wax on the arm of my chair, which falls down every time, I have my new laptop table right next to me with the laptop on it, and I have like a little platform for the laptop, right? And so I put the wax underneath the platform, but I keep missing, and I keep hitting it, and it keeps wiggling everything. Because I just, yeah, depth perception is wonky. Okay. So this thread started out twisted. What the heck?
Definitely this floss is a little chunky for 32 count. It's not too bad though. I think I like it, you know, but I knew that I didn't want to do like the long dog with it. I still need to figure out what color. But then I forgot when I was doing my list, I forgot that I was gonna order the floss for that. Yeah, that's another 32 skeins of floss. Well, I probably could get by with less. But yeah, I feel like I need to stitch a little bit more with the variegated, something a little bit bigger. But I don't know if I want to mess around with, you know, like meandering a little bit more, and so it's not so blocky.
Travis says, I think Tia and I are going to watch some Studio Ghibli movies this weekend. I got Netflix again, and we're checking some of them out last night after watching some of the live action One Piece.
Oh. Which one are you guys going to watch? I feel like watching something. Oh, you know what? I was going to go down and up like that, but I'll just go across and back. It's only one stitch. Highly recommend Studio Ghibli movies. They are so adorable. You gotta see Ponyo. It's the best.
One Piece. Oh, it's a movie called One Piece. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll have to look at that. I
borrow Netflix from Alex's dad. So I watched I Will Find You. It's a series. I've watched that, which was crazy. I watched it almost the whole thing in one day. It was a bit much. I need to stop doing that.
Howl's Moving Castle, Tales from the Earthsea, and One with the Wolves. Oh,
Princess Mononoke. Princess Mononoke. That one's good. You might be careful. Make sure Merrick doesn't watch that one. That one can be scary. I didn't let Alex watch that one till he was much older. But he laughed. He laughed when they got hurt. And I was like, you're not supposed to laugh, Alex? He doesn't know. You know, he doesn't know. But he used to get scared of stuff, so I was like really careful.
Travis says it's a show. There are 2 seasons so far.
Okay, I'll look it up. That'll be cool. It's something to watch. The first season of One Piece covers the first 30 episodes of the anime. Okay. I will check it out. Sounds interesting. Okay. I'm gonna flip this and stitch in these. Let's go this way. Let's not hit the camera. Put a thinner needle back here. Oh, that's good enough. Oh, wait a minute. I want to turn that off too, so it stops advancing. Don't really need it to advance, you know what I mean? Nikki says, I still have to start my daughter's haul piece. She chose some dark ones. I wish it was bright like your Ponyo. Oh, it's been so long since I worked on Ponyo too. I need to, well, it's, you know, the wheel will guide us, you know. That looks pretty good. Let's do some more of this stuff. I'm just gonna move it open. Doesn't matter. There we go. Drink some coffee. Tia watched Ponyo with Merrick. Apparently he liked some at the end of the movie. Aw, I bet he'll love it. You know, like the more he watches it, like Alex just, oh, that was his favorite. I really liked working on Howls the other day too. It was nice. Okay, so we're back at 3827. I'm gonna do a little bit of that. It's kind of nice. I mean, like, I'm doing this, then I'll switch to another color. You know, it works for me. This is too short to save. Oh, the song. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The English version, right? Is it the English version? I torture Alex with that a lot of times. I'll like, pound your little fishy from the sea. Yeah, he goes, stop singing. He hates when I do that. He's such a little drama king. Yeah, that one. That is a really cute one. And then it's really cute, you know. The rest of the music is really very soothing and nice. Let's see. Oops. Throwing my needle around. Hi, Love Drunk. Welcome in. This is a mess here. I put this here and I'm not sure why. I guess it's not staying there very long anyway. Oops, dropped it. Be able to. I was gonna say I should be able to cut this one off. Yeah, when I finish this row. Oh, oops, oh, that's that color. Okay, I was like, where did that come from? Yeah. It looks like, yeah, I guess it is the same color. In different light, it looks like more lighter yellow, but it's not. Alright, well, oh, that was a mess. Ah, that didn't help. Oh well. The thread is going blump, 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 blump. I'm gonna trim that off. There we go. This one too. Okay. They were in my way. It's supposed to cool down here tomorrow and rain. It's very overcast today, but it's really humid. Not that I go outside. I should go out next week. I should. I have to go to dollar store. I'm out of SodaStream refill things for my bubble water. Okay. Oh, that looked really messy. Alright, well, nobody's gonna see it, right? Gonna.
Do you use 28, size 28 for all your projects? You mean needle size?
Well, these are 28 ballpoint needles, but that's just because that's what I could get. If I wasn't using the ballpoint needle, I'd use the size 26 needles I have for this. But the ballpoint needle works so much better on linen and even weave. So I just do it. And then I have 28 count for anything I'm doing 1/1 with. But there's not really that much difference between 26 and 28 for the ballpoint needles, just the length. So I don't really worry too much about that.
Nikki says, it's been getting cold because of our rainy season. I need to put air in the tires. My husband is on a work trip, so I have to do it. Oh man, sorry. Yeah, I haven't been riding my bike or anything, so like I have to check the air on my tires before I go anywhere because they're mushy because I haven't been using it. Yeah, Janine says, you can do it, Nikki. You can. I have one of those battery, it's a backup battery plus air pump. So it will pump up balls, car tires and bike tires and motorcycle tires. I don't know how well it would work on a car tire, but it's great for my bike tires. And it's a backup battery. It's a bit heavy, but I leave it in my backpack for when I'm out and about. I had one of those little portable ones, but somebody stole it. It's like really, seriously, you had to steal my pump? Like, come on. What difference, Suki says, what difference does a ballpoint make? I think for me, it's easier for it to go in the hole without piercing anything. Hold on a second. I'll go get oh, well, they're right here, but I'll get a size 26 so you can see. Like I don't really have to find the hole. It's there. I think this is a 28. Yeah, it's a 28. They're more pointy. Let's see. I think I have a bow and needle on here too. There's one. I do like the Bowen ones, but they're still the eyes are really small. Yeah, I have to trim that off. It's uneven. Like with the ballpoint needle, it's like really easy to get. It doesn't. The eye is really huge, so it doesn't matter. This is like feels huge. So it's sharper, you know. So like having to. It's harder to find it is harder to find the hole. It's like the ballpoint needle just finds it. Yeah, it's just like it's a struggle. I'm just really used to them, so I like them.
it doesn't split the threads or anything. It just, but in also, like, if you're going to do pin stitches, it's really difficult to do pin stitches. Let's see. Okay, did that. So now I'm going to do these in the middle. It just like slides in the hole. It's really, it's just really good. Nikki says, yeah, LOL, yeah, he has some contraption that will stop it at the pressure you want. Oh, that's good. Janine says, gonna start this 𝒂𝒏𝒕𝒂. If it is as badly charted as the other one I bought, I'm banning them. Alyssa says, Janine, I'm not really a fan of 𝒂𝒏𝒕𝒂 personally. Yeah, the ballpoint needle I have are Sullivan's. Yeah, I got mine from Dream Stitch. But they're Sullivan's, and you can get them in the US. So, the only thing I don't like about them is that the finish comes off really easily. This one, the finish has come off of it already. I have an emery strawberry that I used to make it smooth again after that. And then I got this one from Christina. She completely wears off all of the finish, and it's like brass. But I love this one. It's like so smooth. This one's getting better now too. It's smoothed out. That's the only issue I have with them, and I don't wear needles out, so it's kind of odd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This thread is getting short. Amazon has them too. Yeah, the ones I have are called Sullivan. They're from Sullivan's. Janine says, being in the print business as long as I was years ago, I can tell when the printing is bad. If they send a bad print, it's going to be badly charted. Yeah, I wasn't impressed with the images or anything. Yeah, and I think, isn't it Echo Cotton too? It's not even. Yeah, I think Stamp Stitch Club, well, they use Painted Fairy, so it's gonna be better. Painting Fairy. I just, none of the images really caught my eye at all for 𝒂𝒏𝒕𝒂. Okay, I'm going to end this one. Weren't they really expensive? They seem like they're really pricey. Shift my 𝒂𝒏𝒕𝒂 a little bit. Oops, that doesn't matter. Okay, so yeah, I'll take that another thread of that. Did she, that last one that did she do anything about that? The bad printing on that one? Okay. Ooh, that water's cold. Nice. Alyssa says, I think they have better print than they used to, but I still don't think it's good material. They use CXC floss, but the rest of it, nothing to compare. Yeah, it's Echo Cotton, which I'm okay with, but there should not be a green line up the whole right side
and I can see it. This one is going to start from the other side and see what it looks like. Yeah. That's too bad. Yeah, I didn't like the pictures. There was nothing that I liked about it. And I was like, you know. The charts are a lot of AI. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. A lot of extra fingers too. Oh my gosh. Alyssa says the charts are a lot of AI with little to no digital fixing, so a lot of extra fingers, etc., etc. Also extremely confetti. Yeah, I just thought they looked too AI. Yeah, I wasn't impressed. The kit I have that I got a custom kit from Dream Stitch. It's Middle Summer, which Middle Summer was decent. Well, and I chose the Echo Cotton because I knew what that was, and I like it. I don't mind it. And it was really nicely printed, but it's 16 count, and I have a really hard time getting the needle through it. And I just, yeah, decided not to continue it. But I got a saga file, so I can actually just make the image and counted cross stitch instead. Jean says, yeah, it's all AI, but I'm okay with that as long as it's charted well. Yeah. Yeah. Nikki says, wait, hold on a second. Alyssa says, I prefer Enchanted Stitching and the Stamp Stitch Club. Of course, they partner with Painting Fairy. Nikki says, what count did you get with your new stamped kits? I got 14 count. I already knew that I struggle with 16 count because it's a lot to do with my hands. I can get a lot of hand pain, and if I'm forcing the needle through the hole, then it, really, it makes it struggle. And I didn't want to do that, so I decided to just go with 14. It was pretty big, I think. I didn't even look and see how big it was. I was just like, oh, I like this image. I mean, I did look through everything, but I just kept going back to the Sailor Moon stuff. But they haven't been sent yet, so I don't know. I have a shipping. I got a notice saying they were shipped, but they weren't shipped. Or that the tracking was set up, but not shipped yet. Janine, you have that big one, right? How big? Or you got the Sailor Moon one? How big are those? And Janine says, by far. My favorite by far is Painting Fairy, but I thought I'd give 𝒂𝒏𝒕🂏 a try since people on YouTube seem really like it. And Ebony says, I haven't tried a stamp kit before. And Alyssa says, Callie Jenny, yeah, she's crazy for 𝒂𝒏𝒕🂏. She's not from California either. She calls herself Callie. I know she lives in California.
That name makes me cringe. As a Californian, I take offense. The tarot Sailor Moon pattern, was it very big? I didn't even look at the size. I just ordered it. I used to watch a lot of YouTube when I first started looking into printed kits. And some of the information is a little dodgy. There was this one person who was telling everybody that the 100 on the spring charts meant that they had been in business for 100 years. It's like, no, that's not what that means. That was a little funny. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then when I got mine, I translated. I did a Google Lens and translated it. It's like 100% cotton. I couldn't listen to Stitcherella. Oh, her voice was just grating. She's got a lot of good, she had a lot of good stuff, but ooh, it was a little too, it was like too much for me. I used to watch another one too, but I think she passed away. Laura or something. Yeah. I think I saw that she passed away recently, actually. I used to watch her, and I used to watch Lovecraft Forever. I still watch Lovecraft Forever once in a while. But it started to get to be a little bit too much overload. And I wanted to see people stitch them, but a lot of the ones that did do stitch with me, you did it in hand, and I wasn't interested in that. Travis says, hey Alyssa, have you gotten farther than Kumari yet? And Janine says, yeah, Stitcherella is loud. I had to get used to her. Alyssa says, personally, 𝒂𝒏𝒕𝒂 style is not really mine. Yeah, that was it also. It was just not my style either. Alyssa said, yeah, Laura passed away. Yeah. I had a hard time. She was a little too American for me. I don't know. I was listening to something she was doing, and I was just like, I was judging. I don't even remember what it was, but she was talking about doing something, and I was like, man, that is just so typical American. But I feel sad that she passed away, because she seemed like she was a nice person. But yeah, I remember one time I was like, dang. Alyssa says, LOL, I haven't, Travis, but I'm getting close. Yeah, but she's going to catch up to you, Alyssa, so you better start stitching. I haven't watched, I don't watch her channel that often, because, I just don't, And, but, I see like little snippets of it. I'm like, she's gotten so far. It's crazy. What count is she working on that? Do you know? It's probably 25, I'm guessing, right? Hi, Tori. Hello, I just found your channel. I'm currently neck deep in organizing my cross-stitch hoard. Welcome in.
Alyssa says, oh my God, soon. I started 3 weeks before she did, and she blew right past me in like 7 days. It's 25 count. And Nikki says the way her needle and thread goes so fast, it gives me anxiety. Well, doesn't she do shorter threads too? I think that makes a difference. I don't like starting and stopping, so mine are kind of long. Alyssa said my Stitch BFF said the same thing, Nikki. I should watch a little bit and see if there's something to glean from her technique. I'm not that fast. If I can get 100 stitches in an hour, I'm pretty happy with that. Not that I didn't set up a sprint. I don't bother because the calendar keeps track of it anyway, so it doesn't really matter if you set a sprint up or not. Marlene says hate sale because it's her birthday. Oh man. Okay, well I'm not buying anything. I'm like tempted with the Hummingbird Paradise now that I've seen Allison working on it, and the Nutcracker, but I can't start anything else. I cannot. I have to buy felt floss still. Thank you for letting us know, Marlene. Alyssa says, yeah, she cuts the end of her loop of her DMC, so they're pretty short. But that's about how long my single strands are, usually about that. Nikki says, and Alyssa says, hello, Tori, and welcome. Thank you for welcoming her. That's nice. Nikki says, yeah, I usually watch in snippets too, but man, my heart starts beating faster. Oh, really? I've watched some of her organization, like how she does her organizers, but she changes that often. So yeah. Ooh, I was like, God, I'm hungry all of a sudden again. It's been about that time. Have some more of my lemon cookies. Might have one. Finish my coffee first. I'm not gonna make it. I was like, maybe I'll make it. Or maybe. Nah, probably not. Nikki says, yeah, I saw she cuts them like Joyce recently. I'm like considering it, just doing that instead of measuring them out. But I do use them for like 2 over 2 or 2 over 1 loop start. So I kind of like them 1 meter long. But the way I cut them, I can easily cut a strand of it, and it's fine. It doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna make it. I was like, can I make another row? No. Bummer. I don't really like going this far down on a thread because they get kind of, kind of wonky. Okay, let's see if there's some hungry for chicken. Alyssa, you're so bad. I had chicken last night, actually. I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight. It's too warm in the kitchen to cook.
So I don't know. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to take another thread of that because I don't know, leave that like that. Oh, I can mark these now. And I don't mark very often on stuff like this because it doesn't really matter. You know, I mean, if I'm counting and whatever, I'll do it, but this just block stitching, I'm not bothering so much.
Alyssa says, I've been mostly stitching with 2 threads, so I prefer to cut my floss 18 inches and double the strand. Oh, okay. You don't do loop start then? I was considering doing, cutting them, you know, the end of the skein and then just doubling them up, but I do like loop start for my, you know, lower count projects. Have to work on the Welcome to the Circus. I've got the second clue. I haven't started it yet. Yeah, I do mostly. Oh, okay. I used to do that. I didn't know about loop start when I was cross stitching in the 80s. You know about testing which way the grain is going. Do you do that for your threads? It doesn't matter when you do loop start because the threads are going both, you know, they're both going in the same direction, or you know, they're going against each other, so it doesn't matter. So what you do is you take your thread, take a piece of thread, and you run it along your lip in one direction, and then test it the other direction, and you'll feel the grain of the thread. It'll feel like rough one way, and it'll feel smooth the other way. I mean, sometimes I do that, but I'm too lazy most of the time. Because it can, you know, if you find your stitches are a little bit messy or something, you can try that. Okay, so this one I'm going to go all the way to the end. Well, actually, yeah, I may not go all the way to the end. You didn't know that. Yeah. So because when you so they're both going the same direction. You want to make sure they're both going the same direction if you're using 2 different strands. And then you want the smooth to be, you know, you want to go with the smooth. So take your strand of floss, you know, take one strand, like, you know, take one here, and just run it along your lip like that, and you'll feel it. I was going to say I use pure, no, you're not licking it. You're not licking it. You're just feeling for the grain. It tickles, but yeah. Try it. It really tickles though, so it like makes my lip all itchy. But I don't do it when I do 2 strands. I don't bother because it doesn't matter.
I was gonna leave.
I'm gonna leave that.
What, 3 stitches, 'cause I'll do that column down there.
Nikki says, I can feel it with my fingers, but does the smooth go down the fabric? So you want the smooth to go like this. So you have so you don't want it to go rough. So like this smooth in the needle. So the smooth part goes down. And that's like, you know, like wool has that same sort of grain to it. It just it'll make it lay flatter. And you know, it's kind of like, is it worth it? But if you notice like something bothers you, you know, like it doesn't feel like it's going the right way, you could try that. Yeah, I can feel it with my fingers too. So actually, I think, I don't know. Well, it doesn't really matter because I did loop start. So when you do loop start, it doesn't matter. Alyssa says, I will have to try it. I do untwist a lot. Yeah, and that should help with that as well. Twisting and untwisting. If it twists a lot on you, then you might change it the other direction. If it untwists a lot on you, you might change it the other direction. Drink a little water. This house is coming together pretty well. This was a really big house, though. There's a lot left. I'm like, you guys can see this, right? I wasn't even paying attention. Should I zoom in a little more? There we go. See my messy stitching. However, how I stitch, I end up with a lot more twist in my stitches. So I end up having to stop and arrange my floss again. I wonder if I'll make it back one row. I'm gonna, yeah, I need to look at that real quick. Okay. I'm gonna have a cookie really quick. Take a break for a second. Does anybody want to show anything on Discord? I can open that up if you want. Again, lemon cookies. Michelle M says, I will try that. I sometimes will check, but I don't always check. I'm kind of bad about it. Oh, those are really good. Dangerous. I like little tips and tricks. Travis just posted a picture. Okay, cool. I'll look in a second. Anybody else want to post? Go for it. I posted my sample earlier. Nikki said I could put my Arizona Quaker on Discord. Worked on it when I was at Rocky Point. Okay, cool. That's really cool looking. I really like that one. I was looking at the California one, but I'm like, it was kind of funky looking. The bear looked funny. Take a break anyway. My hands starting to get tired. That's a lot of stitching. I don't even know how much I've done yet. I bet it's not that much. That looks messy. I got a lot done yesterday. I was pretty surprised. That pattern was fun to work on. Okay, I'm gonna go down here with that. Okay, let me go check. I'm gonna have another cookie while I load stuff up. Oh, that's just that.
This was my sample. I think the variegated's too funky. Too funky. Sorry, I was eating a cookie. So this was my sample. What color do you guys like? I don't like the variegated. I think I'm gonna skip that. And then here is Travis. Wow, that's a big claw. Hi, Allison. Allison said, hi, everyone. Been lurking from work club, then discussing the caravan issue. And Tori says, I like the darker teal on the left. Yeah, that I was planning on the lighter one, but I really like the darker one myself as well. Okay, so this is Travis's. Looking good. And then here's Nikki's Arizona Quaker flag. Oh, that's looking really great. Wow. And here is Alyssa's Pokemon. Wow, that looks really good. Wait. That looks so cool. It's pretty good quality, I think. It looks pretty good. And here's Allison. I think this is going to need a fair amount stitched before it makes sense. Is this the peacock? Tori says, whoa, the Arizona flag is gorgeous. Yes, it is. It's very pretty. Almost makes me want to live in Arizona, but I don't. I live in Sweden. Okay, that was just that. Let's see what's up here. And welcome to the Discord channel. Tori, welcome in. And, you know, check it out. See what you find. Anybody else want to show something while I am in here? Alyssa says, sorry, it's getting harder to take a good picture of it. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. We're good. Yeah, so I think that was it. Was there anything else you guys wanted to? Yeah, the peacock kind of watercolor. It's kind of watercolor, Allison says. Yeah, I thought that was pretty. How is it going so far with that? How do you feel how it's going? Let me turn this off and turn the other one on. Stretch my hand a little bit. Wow, it doesn't look too bad, I guess. Maybe 28.9%. Woohoo! Okay, I'm gonna switch to the white again. I think it's not blue. It's just it's easier to see on the blue, it being blue. Alyssa says, Nikki, I have the American flag quarter Quaker, I'm guessing, pattern, but I haven't started it yet. And Tori says, the only whip I have going right now is a micro crochet doily. Currently trying to decide what I want to start stitching. Oh, stick around with us. We'll help you. I think we're good at enabling. Quacker? You mean Quaker? Alyssa. Do you have an American duck, huh? Oh gosh, no, we're gonna get going here, aren't we? Yeah. Allison says it's so easy to stitch, hardly any confetti. Famous last words. It was really pretty, Allison. You know, it wasn't a naked chicken anyway. Dang it, I give up. Alyssa. Nikki says, Alyssa, what fabric would you use? I have it too, but I'm not sure what color to use for it. I know Christina has the Swedish one. I don't know. I'm like, I thought about it, but they're really big, and it seems just, yeah, I'm not that patriotic, I guess. Well, right now, I'm not. Nikki says, yeah, the peacock one is super pretty. Yeah, it's really pretty. I'm interested to see how that turns out. You said it was a free pattern, didn't you, Allison? It's pretty impressive. If it's done well, I think that'll be really pretty. Kind of reminds me of the one Gemma was doing. Nikki says, I sewed that one in hand using 14 count using sewing method. Yeah, I can't use the sewing method because of my hand. That motion makes my hand hurt a lot. That's how I used to stitch. Well, I didn't stitch in... no one taught me how to cross stitch. I learned on my own, and I used to do the sewing method in a hoop. Tell you that is not comfortable. Alyssa says, not sure yet. Keep going back and forth on an even weave or a 20 count Ada. Allison says, yeah, free, so if anyone wants it. Tori says, I cannot do the sewing method. I tried, it just doesn't click for me. Yeah, it's really uncomfortable for me. I definitely shouldn't do it. It makes my hand hurt. I am a two-handed stitcher and I love it. Oops. Once I found two-handed stitching, I'm like never going back. Not holding my hoop or anything. Well, there is a free pattern, but I have the Painting Fairy stem kit. Alyssa meant what color fabric? Alyssa says, I'm not a sewing method stitcher, yuck. Yeah. I did try, but it's like, I either have to hold the stuff with my right hand, which is not easy, or I have to hold it with my left hand and then do that motion makes my wrist hurt. So I'm like, yeah, not doing it. I did try though. Well, I used to, as I said, I used to do sewing method in a hoop because I didn't know any better. I was like, God, this is so hard to do. When I got a small Q-snap a couple years ago, before I started cross-stitching again. I was like, why is this so hard to do? And I realized that I was doing sewing method, that's why. What a numpty. I swear, sometimes I wonder about myself. Two, okay. Alyssa said, oh, I was going to be completely unoriginal and do white. Nikki says, yeah, I was afraid the white wouldn't show. It should show, though. Oh, you know what I bet would be really pretty for an American flag? Would be like baby blue or something. You know, like a sky blue. That's not right. Suze, you went too far with the white. No, I didn't. Here, look, there's one. Wait, it's locked. There's one, there's two there. There's two there, and now I'm doing this row. Should be right. Oh, shoot. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Alyssa. Gosh. I need more cookies, I think. Well, good thing I only have to do a little bit of frogging here. Counting is hard. Well, I wasn't counting, I was just stitching like in complete and utter idiot. Nikki says, I don't understand the sewing method, people. The stitches are so messy. Nikki said, baby blue would be good, thanks. I think I'll do that. Tori says, I haven't tried two-handed stitching. I just use a Q-snap and stab through, pull the thread, then stab back through, pull the thread. No idea what the name of it. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's sort of considered two-handed. That's how you would do two-handed. I used to do that before I got my stand. I would hold it in one hand and just go under and over. Stands are awesome though. Highly recommend. You know what Alyssa says? I didn't think about that, and you're right. Maybe blue like Sue's linen. No, my linen is brown. But I have some blue like Howells. Nikki and Alyssa, you know the fabric I have for Howells? That is a DMC printed Aida. And it's like, it looks like sky. It's, it's printed, so it's not, it's not hand dyed, but it looks like hand dyed. That would be so pretty for a flag. Totally think that would be great. I don't know how your stitching is, Tori, but the stand that Nikki has one, Yogi has one as well. Well, that's what Yogi uses. That one's a very reasonably priced, I think. The one that Nikki has, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's for the table. This thread's going to be all messed up. If you're looking for a reasonably priced stand, that's a good option. Oh yeah. Well, and also Nikki says, ooh, does the white stand out on that? I think so. And Alyssa, did I just break it? No, I didn't. Alyssa said, oh, that does sound like it would be good. Oh, my thread looks, I think it's okay though. Let me wet it. I'm doing ponyo on a ice blue or something like that. That was also a really good color. And that one, the white shows pretty nicely on it. I can go get those and you can look at them if you want, because that would be really cool. I love, Tori says, I love a budget-friendly option. I'll have to look into it. I'm guessing Yui probably has it linked. She doesn't. She got hers on Amazon. Are you in the States, Tori? If you're in the States, I think Nikki probably could link where she got hers. Alyssa says, Tori, so that's just one-handed stitching. I move around. I do one-handed, then I'll switch with my right hand on top of two-handed, and then I'll switch my left hand on top. It keeps my wrists from hurting. Yeah. I like the color you're using now. This is like a gray. I like this color too. That one would be also really nice. A gray would be nice too.
So Nikki, if you, oh, I see, I just did that stitch. I just started stitching again on there. Nikki, if you know of where you got yours, you bought yours from Amazon, is that right, Nikki? Yes, I'll link it for you. Okay, great. Put it in the supply link, I think would be a good place, and you can pin it if you want. Joyce is asking, what are you using to wet your floss? Oh, okay. So this is a diabetic test strip thing. So I got the idea from, what's her name? She's on YouTube. She's an older lady who does like sampler patterns. She had a piece of sponge in a, what do you call it? In a camera, like a film canister. And I thought, well, wait a minute, I have this, I get these often. And we have here, it's called Wet Text, and it's a cellulose sponge that's like a sheet, like a dish rag. And I cut it up so it's exactly the right size. I have a couple of them, and like once a week I take it out, I throw it in the wash it, and put a new one in there. And it stays wet. It doesn't smell or anything. It's pretty good. And it works really well for, wetting. Because, who was that woman? I want to say her name is Jane or something like that. She's an older lady who does like mostly sampler. She has a lot of tutorial stuff on her channel. I was looking because I didn't really like the Thread Magic, and so I was looking for options because DMC, I don't need the water with the Aerofloss because it's so nice. It doesn't really need it. But DMC and even Painted Fairy, when you pull it off the floss drop, it curls up, and this takes it and smooths it out, and it's all nice and neat. Michelle M asks, what stand do you use? It's called an 𝐒𝐵𝒐𝒂𝒔. I believe it is from, mine came from the Ukraine, but I believe it's from another country in Eastern Europe. I'm not exactly sure exactly where it's made, but if you look it up, it's called 𝐒𝐵𝒐𝒂. I got mine on Etsy, and it's called the Flamingo. And I bought it because it had a scroll frame attachment, but honestly, I never used it. But it also has a hoop attachment, which I love. It is really, really good. So this thread is looking a little worse for wear. Hopefully it's okay. I don't know. I think I'm going to end that thread because it does not look good. Maybe. There's like a spot there. Yeah, I think I'm going to end that thread. Just go like that. Stitch over it. Yeah, it didn't like getting... Sometimes the ballpoint needle gets into the ply of the thread and it pulls it off. And Tori says, "Oh, that's brilliant." And Joyce says, "That's really clever." Yeah, and you can just put a piece of sponge in a little Tupperware container even. But this was really handy, and these wet text cloths. I use them as dish rags. That's what they're meant for. My mom loved them. I used to send them to my mom. It's a very Swedish thing. It's cellulose, and I just cut up pieces of it, and yeah, I have one. I have one over on the other side. You could see it, but yeah, it's far away. Alyssa says, I'm thinking about getting a Lowry stand for my small projects. That's the drawback with the painting fairy stands and scroll frames. Yeah. I don't know. I was looking at the Lowry, but for me to get one, I would have to pay import on it. And I didn't have to when I bought. I might have. No, I think it was included. Import was included in mine. I bought mine on Etsy, and I really like it. I do wish that it went off to the side, but now that I've moved my stuff around, I probably wouldn't like it because I have my magnifier on one side, and I have my cart on the other side. So and Nikki says, I posted a dupe for the Lowry. Oh, okay. And Janine says, yeah, you can't use the painted fairy frames on the Lowry stem. They're too heavy. Yeah. Oh, and the other thing I did, you guys, I took the what do you call it? The thread magic out of the thing because it was getting kind of gross. And I put some washi tape around this part, and I melted beeswax and stuck beeswax in it. Joyce says, I use my Lowry for scroll frames. If you have a large frame, there's an adapter. Isn't there an adapter for like a Q-snap too? There was a bunch of stuff, but I really felt like it was out of my price range. This was kind of expensive as well, but yeah, it worked, you know. And I originally bought it because I was going to use scroll frames, and I'm glad that I didn't. I was going to get one of the arabesca that you can attach to the scroll frame. I'm glad I didn't get that because I think that I would have been disappointed with it, considering how much I love the hoop attachment. I really love the hoop attachment for this, and it sits my hoop exactly how I want it. I don't have to look down. I can have it. It's pretty much straight across. Let's see. Alyssa says, yeah, not everything I required the big scroll frames. So I then end up holding the hoop or Q-snap. I'd like to not have to hold them, so continue two-handed stitching. Nikki says, I got my Lowry a long time ago. Now it's double the price. And Tori says, thanks, Nikki. And Michelle says, I have an arabesca scroll frame, but no stand. I have a desk stand, Martin, I think. Nikki, not sure if you can use scroll frames in Yogi's frame. No, you can't. You can't. Joyce says, I have 2 Lowry stands. I put a piece of white rubber shelf lining in the clamp. It holds very securely. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I sometimes use shelf lining in my adapter, but I love it. It's really nice. It's secure. Okay, that's right. That's what I was doing. I'm like, where am I? What am I doing? Joyce said, I got lucky and purchased both from eBay. Oh, wow, that's cool. I bought another frame, another little lap stand from Etsy, and I was so disappointed in it. It just, it didn't work. It was for a Q-snap. It had a Q-snap attachment, and it wouldn't hold, like, it wouldn't stay standing up.
I had to clamp it to a little table so it would work. Yeah, so it's just sitting there over on the sideboard over there. Unfortunately, piece of wood that I'll never use. And I also bought like a little stand thing. You know, the articulated arms that you can buy for mics and stuff like that, or you know, like hold phone things, off of AliExpress. And this one it had an adapter for phone, tablet, and it had an adapter for holding a cross-stitch hoop, and I used that for a really long time until I got the stand, and it worked really well actually. And that's a really reasonably priced solution as well. Let me think how I want to do that. Oh, I forgot to do those ones. Oh well. Yeah, okay. Alyssa says, I have been recommended the Arabesque before. Several people really love them. Yeah. And Joyce says they both came with corner clamps and long arms. They look like they were never used. Oh, yeah. See, that's probably true. Tori says, I've got to run. This was a lot of fun. I'll definitely be back. Have a great day, everyone. See you later. Thanks for coming and joining us. And, you know, check out the links and stuff in Discord, and have a nice day. And hope you come back. I kind of like the one that Yogi has, but I'm worried that it's going to be too flat for me and stress my neck out. I was considering something like that just as a different thing, but I'm gonna do this. I think have a plan. I will say the water-soluble pen worked really well. Excuse me, I'm getting hoarse also. It's enough that I, you know, can see what's going on, but it's not, you know, too thick. I might have to get another one of these pens. My floss is twisted. But I will say that Arabesque stuff is just really nice. I believe that the Luca S, they have something similar. It's either made in the same place or it is the same place. Because I have a Luca S scroll frame that was really nice. Wait a minute. I had to think this through here. Yeah, okay. I don't know what I was thinking when I was stitching this box. Just do it. Hi, Ash. Welcome in. Ash Sprout. Okay, hopefully it's Ash. Hello, nice to meet you. I spin as well as cross stitch. Ah, cool. Yeah, I haven't done much spinning lately, but yeah, I'm a spinner, weaver, stitcher, knitter, you know, all that stuff. I don't crochet very much, but I can. Wait, let's see. There's one there. Okay, yeah. Let's see. So welcome in. Travis said, so the puzzle Tia started was calling my name, LOL. I haven't done puzzles in forever. I mean, I think the last puzzles I did were maybe something Alex had, but I'm not a big puzzle person. God, my Nana always had a puzzle going. Wait a minute. Okay, no, that's right. Lost track what I'm doing. What puzzle is she making, Travis? I think that it's easier to just go across. Like, I think I'm going to try this. Just skip. Maybe. Is that right? That looks right. Ebony said the last puzzle I did was in the first lockdown we had, but that was before I found cross stitch. It's a 1,000-piece Ninja Turtle puzzle. Christina would like that. She's a Ninja Turtle person. Yeah. I don't even think I watched any Ninja Turtle stuff. I was already a grown-up when it came out. My brother loved Ninja Turtles. I thought I would do it this way on this one. Oops, that's the wrong hole. Turtle and a half shell. Never understood that because they have both shells. Yeah. Yeah. Travis says I have a 40,320 piece 90 years of Mickey that has been put on hold since they started stitching. Yeah, that will do it. It was so weird because like, yeah, everyone was doing them at that same time, and I was like, just not even interested. You know what? I thought that looked funny. We'll just leave it. It's like, that's not the right place. I'm being lazy. I'm just doing it this way. Oh, now with the way it's kind of weird because I can still hold the needle this way, but I do have trouble picking things up. You probably notice that every once in a while, like I do have trouble like grabbing a needle sometimes because of the damage I have in my hand. But it's not too bad. I wonder if I can make it. Oh yeah, I was gonna say. I wonder if I can make it there and back. I think so. I got a lot done on this. It's not bad. Let me fix the thread. It's getting twisty.
Oh, wow. Okay. Travis says, my record is a 1,000-piece Pokemon puzzle in 4 hours. Dang. Yeah, not me. Cannot. It's, you know, after all these years, it sounds so weird when people talk about lockdown, because here in Sweden, there was no lockdown. It was just like, yeah, whatever. I mean, we were careful and stuff, but we didn't have to stay home. Alex didn't have to stay home from school. He had to go to school, actually. So yeah, it was a bit different. A bit of a different rules. But I know a lot of people are like, oh, I was so bored. It's like, I was like, hey, I could stay home. But I did stop pushing myself. I had been doing designing my own sock patterns and stuff, but I did, at that point I decided to stop pushing myself designing, and I haven't designed since, so that was kind of a bad thing, but it's okay. Alyssa says, my family stopped doing puzzles when I started putting them together upside down. Travis says, by the time I was 5, I was doing 750-piece puzzles with my mom, and by the time I was 7, I upgraded to 1,000 because it wasn't challenging enough. Some of it just wasn't even, I wasn't even interested. Well, you know, like, we always had, like, puzzles were always, like, my Nana always had a puzzle going. So, you know, we could go and work on it, and you know, we were bored enough, we would do it, but I just wasn't that interested in it myself. I always thought I would be. I always thought, you know, I liked the idea of it, but I'm like, yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, look, I didn't even catch that. That's because there's no stitches there. Duh. Travis says, Tia and I were doing a 3,000-piece Power Rangers puzzle. We were sitting on the opposites of the table, so I was building upside down. It was bittersweet for me, Ebony says. My anxiety was really bad when I had to go back to real life, but I also got so much time with my son. He was 5, and I got to stay home with him, which I'm grateful for now. Yeah, I think that yeah, that's definitely an upside. I don't know. You know, there was none of that for us, which was weird. But they would do stuff like, you know, like Alex looked tired, so they'd send him home. Alex looks tired, we're gonna send him home. You know, it was just as disruptive, to be honest. The teachers kept, and I understand, you know, the teachers kept getting moved around because there was a lot of people out all the time. Yeah. Alyssa says, oh no, I meant like the brown non-picture site. Well, that's what I thought. That's what I thought you said. Janine says, time to go to mom's to stitch with her. Catch you all next time. Later, Janine. Say hi to your mom from all of us. And have a good stitchy time with her. Oh, I'm getting a lot done on this. Check it out. I started today with I think I had one line here. So I've done all of this so far. Well, that doesn't look like that much. Now that I think about it, it doesn't look like that much. What time is it? Oh, it's only 6. Okay. We're good. I might be able to finish this little part. Hopefully. Yeah. Oh, I have to. Okay, so I had been working on Love Letters Chocolate Shop on Saturdays. I'm kind of wondering if I should just spin the wheel and work on something else. Don't know. What do you guys think? Love letters or spin the wheel? I think there's only a couple things left on the wheel. Allison says, I'm the same. I was working all the way through COVID from home, and it was that way for 4 years. I still work from home, but meant I go in 3 days a week if I'm lucky, if I can do one. Wait, what did I miss? Wait a minute. What? Alyssa says, Travis, that's because your farts are smellier than me. You're a fart smellier like me. What? Okay. Okay. I'm like, did I read that right? Are you calling him a fart? I'm confused, LOL. Travis says, yeah, I'm a little confused too, Travis. It's okay. Smart trap, fast trap. Wait, it says smart fella, fart smeller. and it translated it because fart in Swedish is speed. So it translated it smart traps, fast traps. Funny. Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't get me started on utfart and infart. Swedish is so funny. Oh, maybe it translated that. Wait a minute. No, that's not translated. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it translated it. Fred always says he's still not convinced that Swedish is a real language, he says. I was like, who likes to smell farts? You guys ruined it, LOL. Well, I don't know. It's like weird. I'm like, what? Travis, that's 'cause you're a fart smeller like me. That's what you said. And Travis was confused. And then Google Translate translated the next thing, and it was like, what? Okay. Oh dear. I still don't understand how we ruined it. What? That doesn't make sense. A smart feller. Ah, smart feller. It's fella. but I think it would have translated that too. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Poor Alyssa. She's confused and yeah. Oh boy. The more I think about it, the funnier it is. I'm confused in Danish. No, Swedish. Well, you wrote that he was, that's 'cause you're a fart smeller like me. And then you said smart traps, fast traps. Well, not really. Smart feller, fart smeller. Oh, okay. Maybe I get it now. Do you guys get it? Or are we still confused? Yeah. It didn't help that it translated it thinking it was Swedish. Yes. Alyssa says, sorry, Swedish. See, confused? Well, yeah, it could be Danish too. Who knows? Who knows with Google? I was like, what? Oh dear. Nah. We used to live out like in a little factory village, and when you drive in, when you turn off the old highway that the little village was off of, there was this like store or something. It was like, once it was a flea market, once it was something else. It had changed hands a bunch of times, but it had this huge sign that said "infart," and I don't know, I was in a silly mood or something, and I said to Alex's dad, I go, is it called that because they're holding it in? So yeah, so every time we drove past it, we would start cackling because it was just funny. Yeah.
I think that's one of the words that gets people when they learn Swedish from English. That one and bra. Good is bra, like BRA. Yeah. So. Nikki says, have you ever noticed when someone asks if someone farted, others take a deep breath and smell? I stop breathing immediately. Of course. Ugh. Seriously, I was wondering if they were perpetually in the middle of farting. Alyssa said that. Oh gosh. This is deteriorating. We're gonna. This is deteriorating fast. There was that thing we used to say in the 70s. He who smelt it dealt it. Janine says it was just turned you on in my car, and we're talking about farts. Yeah, that's Alyssa. She was talking about Travis farting. My guess it's autocorrection shenanigans. Yeah. Please tell me it was autocorrection shenanigans. Alyssa started it. She dealt it. They said they were fart spillers. Oh my gosh. You guys. Wait. Wow, everyone sure knows how to turn. Well, you said it, Alyssa. Let me just drink some water. Real quick. Cut that off. Doop. Oh, and these ones here are all caught in there now. Ooh, that one was really long. Oh, that looks cute. Okay. Oh, didn't I cut that off? I didn't. There. Joyce said, hooray, I just got my new pattern piece for the Lila Crow cell. Ah, cool. I didn't know you were doing that. That's cool. Unless you said that and I just missed it. And if you did say it, I'm sorry. Can't remember anything some days. Okay. Now, let's move that up a little bit. You guys can still see, right? Alyssa says, oh, I love a Lila Crow. It's so detailed. I'm not. I'm not into. I'm not into skeletons and dinosaurs. So I was like, eh. But that's me, you know. I mean, like, yeah. Okay. Back to 3827. I'm gonna have to floss up pretty soon. I think when I'm stitching, I might have to bring my my floss. What do you call it? The file cabinet closer to my chair in case I need it. No problem, I did share. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Somebody else was working on Lola Crow too. I think that's what threw me off. Yeah. Well, that's cool. How far are you on it? Are you caught up to it, or I have to work on the the frosted pumpkin one. I should do that. I want to try to finish that silly capybara too. One of these days. I usually have a really good memory, but I don't know, lately my brain is not. Joyce is staying caught up. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I need to work on my frosted pumpkin cell so I can stay caught up. Oh, shoot. Okay, no, that's fine. Like, that's really loose. Hopefully that's not coming out. Alright. I started the peppermint purple or whatever, purple peppermint black fork sow. I didn't stay caught up on that. I actually found that I didn't like doing black fork. I think that's what it was. I was like, I don't really like this very much. It was too, I don't know, I had a hard time. I had decision fatigue for sure with that. Alyssa says, does that mean you're in fart? No, entrance. In fart is an entrance. 𝐻𝐹art is an exit. It's so funny when you see those. You see them all over the place. You know, there's, you know, enter and exit. Yeah, it's bad. Oh, and then you can't say you're full when you are, like, you've eaten too much. Because if you say you're full, that means you're drunk. Yeah. There's all sorts of interesting little things. Okay, that description didn't make it any better. Travis says this conversation is starting to sound like a yogi conversation. I didn't start it. Joyce says, between pieces I work on Mill Hill ornaments. I do have large pieces, but I hate gathering up floss and stuff that I'm working on. Oh, okay. You don't have a master set? Master set is the way to go. I know a lot of people don't like changing, you know, switching projects, you know, in the hoops. I only have like 3 hoops, so I switch my stuff out. Like, no problem. It takes me a couple minutes. I probably have more than 3 hoops, but I have 3 that I consistently use. I have a smaller one. I have a small, medium, and large Nerge wooden hoop. I've been using this larger one more often lately. I'm quite enjoying it. I have 2 master sets of DMC. Okay, well, wait a minute. Why is that hard to gather up the stuff? Oh, you mean because of how... You know what you need then, Joyce? Needleboard. You need a needleboard. That makes it easier. I don't know. How do you have your master set up? Curious only. My projects are all fully kitted up outside of master sets. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was doing that for a while, and then I realized that, like, I was running out of floss when I, you know, probably could have a master set that, and then, you know, just buy more floss instead of having it all over the place. So I stopped doing that. The only one that's left, I have a couple of them left, but I don't like working from them because they're just handmade floss drops. So, but needleboard, you need a needleboard. Master sets on and these keepers. Those are the hanging ones, right? Because I was looking at those, but they were really expensive. I'm glad I didn't do it though, because I decided that I didn't like working from the filing cabinet that I have. So I keep the filing cabinet for extra floss. I wasn't using it as a filing cabinet. I bought it to put paperwork and stuff away, and and I just ended up putting all the paperwork in a cupboard and just piling it up. And like 5 years later going, you know, I don't even need this anymore. Yeah, I'm the worst. Oh, my thread is uneven. I'm really irritated with this little piece of red. Oh, let's see if I can poke it down. So it got loose. Hopefully it's not an end that's sticking up. That's a little better. Oh, there we go. Okay. Ballpoint needle. Well, I feel like I got a lot done on excuse me, on this little house. This house is huge though. It's not. That's about half of it, I think, maybe. Okay, should I spin the wheel for tomorrow or work on Love Letters Chocolate Shop? You think? Joyce says, yes, they are the chips that clip onto a rail. I keep the rails hanging in a folder box. I just use them when I run out for a project. Yeah. That's what I do with my makeshift file cabinet floss storage. I just get it out when I need it. The problem is that I find out that I need it while I'm sitting here and I'm kind of locked in with my the cameras and all that stuff. It's not easy to get out, and it's across the room. So I think I'm going to start moving it a little closer so I can get some spin a wheel and make a deal. Alyssa says. Okay, yeah. I think there's only like 4 projects left or something. I did work on Love Letters Chocolate Shop last week, so, you know. Floss Maniac. I have a full set of coconut as well. I'm guessing CXC. Autocorrect shenanigans again. Yeah, I have my arrow set, and then I have a partial set of, what do you call it? Of Painted Fairy DMC / whatever. I'm going to this. I'm gonna end this thread. I'm just doing one more row. Can you see still? Yeah, just barely. There we go. Okay. Let's see what's around next. I'm kind of thinking it's 6:30. Oh, look at that window. Nice. There's a lot. Oh yeah. Here, let's turn this on. There's a lot of white down at the bottom. Alyssa says, I'm going to get the full set of Painting Fairy floss. Joyce says, I always have problems because of 1, 2, 3 stitch. And Nikki says, really, how? Probably because they're enabling. I'm guessing it's enabling. Why do I have that? Oh, I was like, why do I have that marked? Oh, it's because it's the... okay. I was thinking, sorry, my asthma is bugging me again. Oh, that house is huge. So, yeah, wow, there's a lot of house left. It looks blue. The white looks blue because I changed it. Correct. Because they're enablers. I will never finish all my patterns. Yeah, I know. That's the rough one. So you can see how much I have left to do on this. It's so much. Dang. But it's getting there. Next time I'll try to put it down here farther so you guys can see better. Wait, that's not right. I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I'm gonna spin the wheel and then I'm gonna go. My hand is getting. My hands are tired today. Stitching so much. I've been having a great time stitching though. It's been fun. 457 stitches. Oh, see, it's always 450-ish. That's not good. That's a beautiful project, but not going to be enabled. Which one? Mine? You gotta do it. It's so nice. I actually don't even know if it's still available, to be honest. I feel like moving over here. I only did 457 stitches, guys. Like, should continue, and it's been 3 hours. That's pretty good. That's actually really good. I'm like, oh, did I just mess that up? No, I didn't. Okay. I thought I erased something. I want to do, maybe do one of these lines. I think I'm done though for today. I'm feeling kind of tired. So 500. Oh yeah. Okay. You twisted my arm, Nikki. You twisted my arm. So I'm thinking I'm gonna move over a little bit here and do some of this building. 'Cause you know, why not? Let's turn that off. It's already off. Oh, it's really hard to see though. I was thinking this right here. What's this one? This one, okay. This is the one I was thinking about starting on. Let me see if I can move this so Joyce says, I have 2 Mirabilias and autumn full coverage I'm working on. Only stick around with Nikki. She'll enable you. I'm going to move little Gingy here so that those magnets are really good. So that I can, a little bit too close to that magnet. Okay, there we go. There. Okay, so it is, here is the line. Let me mark that real quick. As long as I did this right. Alright, that's good enough. You love the needle miner? Oh, it's not. It's just a pin. It's actually doesn't even work as a needle minder. I just thought it was cute. I was gonna make it into a needle minder, but yeah, it didn't really work because it's too fat, and I don't have any proper glue to glue anything on there. But I thought it would be cute. Your pen is farting. Alyssa. Sorry. It's that time of the day for the asthma to kick in. I'm like, why do I have so much? I think I talked about this last time. I'm like, why do I have so many ends of thread here? Yeah, I don't actually even think that I can buy that here, Joyce. I know I bought some glue that was supposed to hold, and it didn't hold. And so, yeah, I gave up. I need to get a hot glue gun. Nikki says, "Oh no, Alyssa," and Alyssa says, "I can't help it." Yes, you can. That's okay. We're all 12-year-olds here. Oh, okay. So since, hi Christina, autocorrect is up to some shenanigans, and Alyssa was calling Travis a farter. Alex does this thing. I have one. I have a air purifier, and it changes colors. And he thinks it's funny to go and fart on it, so it changes colors. Yeah. And then I used to do with him. I used to tell him like to breathe when he'd get angry. I would like in with your nose, out with your mouth. And he thought it was funny one time he did in with your nose, out with a fart. Or he does out with a burp and then he burps. Alyssa is still funny. Yeah. Alyssa says, I happen to be a normal midlife adult most days. A garter and farter smeller. It's totally different. Oh my God. Farther, not garter. Travis says she was calling me a fart smeller. And then Google Translate had translated it because they thought it was Swedish. And then it was just, yeah, it's a compliment. Alyssa says it's a compliment. Okay, there you go, Travis. It's a compliment. About goodness, farter, not farther. Farter, not farther. Oh, and you know what? Oh. It's translating it. It says, oh my goodness, farter, not farther, but it says about goodness. It's like, wow. Joyce says going downhill. Joyce, were you here for the naked chicken thing? If not, you should watch. That was just so bad. Did you see that one, Travis? It was chaos. I was laughing so hard I thought I was gonna die. Unfortunately not. Oh, but there's a replay there. First off, he said he was a fart smeller, smart feller like me. Oh, I said he was a fart. Yeah. It's getting worse, Alyssa. You're not making it better. Naked chicken, yeah. Which episode was that? I'll have to find which episode it was. But oh, you really missed it. It was so funny, and we just were cackling. I'm marking it as I go so I can. I have a story about a nakedness chicken. Alyssa says, at least I didn't go around telling people their beautiful chart looked like a skinned chicken. Well, it did. I'm sorry, but it did. It looked like it had chicken feet.
Um, okay, and Nikki says, and Alyssa said it was our fault. We ruined it. And Joyce has a story about nakedness chicken. Okay, we got to hear about it. We're ready. We're ready, Joyce. Lay it on us. Pay attention, class. See, now this thing is like in the way. Alyssa's gonna interpret it. Too much writing. Oh, okay. Travis says Tia's gonna laugh her ass off when I tell her about being a fart smeller. Oh, you guys should watch the episode. I'm not sure which one it was. Monday. It was Mondays. Yeah, it was Mondays. Definitely check that out. About 2 hours in, it was hilarious. Y'all ain't from the South? No, I'm not. I'm from California. Hello. I changed Travis's name on Discord to Travis. Joyce says, I'm 75, so I have a lot of stories. Okay. That's not that bad. Suki says, I'm from the South. I understand. Yeah, see, we don't talk like that in California. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops. Oh. Oh, you know, we'll we'll give him the role. We'll give him the role. That's a good one, Nikki. Oh, thank you for reminding me. We do that on the Cars Leftist Agenda Discord server. That's the one that my friends and I are on. And we always make funny names or funny roles for each other. I think I'm the fairy god possum or something like that. Fred, I think Fred is power bottom or something. He's got a bunch of them. That we are always changing names and all that stuff. It's funny. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. I should probably count. Well, I am counting. That's why I did the little lines. I figured it would be easier if I did some stitches and then counted off those. So I've done that much. And I need 11 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alyssa says, my car says I'm the queen bee. Oh, see.
see, I lost track what I counted. Man, it almost feels cold in here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Mark these two. Figure might as well, right? The light is right behind that. This pen always feels like it's out of ink. Kind of sucks. It's not. It's just really faint, which I guess is a good thing. It's not super lush. Okay. And then I will actually let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Double check with the, yeah, okay, that's right. I was trying to do this without gridding, and I'm just like not capable. And you guys probably can't even see it. Let's see, where's the next one? It is right now. Right? Yeah. 2 down, okay. Alright, that's good enough. Let's see. Okay, Alyssa says, my husband's is Pimp Daddy. Okay. Joyce says, my license plate says Crazy LD. And your pen is farting. Nikki said. Nikki said it. Yeah, Alyssa says Nikki said it. Do you have a link to your pen? You mean this one? This is a Prim extra fine. I got it on Amazon. It's a PRYMM. That's the name. I'm not sure if that's a European, or is it MM, or is it just one M? Yeah, it's extra fine. It's really nice. Like, you know, it's quite fine. I like the Clover one too. I wish the Clover one was finer. And it'd probably be fine. It'd probably be okay, but it's, yeah. This is the Clover one. And yeah, it's too big for this. For sure, that's too big for that. But it works really well on this. Okay, so let's mark those. And I still have the thread. So I'm just gonna work down and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might as well. It's a little over to the side. I'm going to try moving this over just a tiny bit. Yeah, that's it. And it translated it to prime. Yes, but that's the correct spelling. Alyssa. Thank you. I keep thinking it's running out of ink, but I think it's fine. I think that it's just you have to. It's not meant to be super juicy, and I think that's okay though, because I think if it was really juicy, then it would be messy. 20 USD. What? Oh, I guess I was thinking on Amazon. I think it's like 70 crowns or something. Yeah, it wasn't cheap, but neither were the other ones that I bought, and they were not very good at all. Those were German ones. I mean, they're okay, but they're just not meant for fine. These are the other ones I have. These were a German brand, but they're just way too thick. But I use these for My Neighbor Totoro. I used that for that, but it was just, I was like, really, it was so juicy that it just ran everywhere, it felt like. Do they refill? No, they don't refill. Sorry, Joyce. Yeah, unfortunately they don't. Oh, let's see. Did those. And did those. Oh, this is a good idea. So, yeah, let's go here. And 1 over, 2 up. So, can you guys see that? Yeah, okay. It's still, I think we're still okay. 1 over and 2 up. 1, 2. Just barely, right? But I did try to use the heat erase pens on this fabric, and that was definitely a no-go. That's not right. What do you call it? Because it's hand dyed, it ran. Oh, it didn't run. It stayed. The mark stayed. Unfortunately, I did it on the other side where I marked the middle, and there's this white line down the middle. Yeah, don't test in the middle of your fabric. And so then that also kind of put me off on this pattern, because I really need grids. And I don't think I had this pen yet, but I used my chalk pen. I hate that thing. It sucks. It's also Prim. That one is here. This pencil, chalk pencil. This is actually pencil. And I'm not sure why I have that one in there like that. That's scary, because that does not come out. I found that out the hard way. But the pink works pretty well. I did the pink on the linen. Christina, did you get the stuff the beads you wanted? Okay. Huh. Okay. I didn't know you still had that. Alex's dad just sent me a message. Pink and yellow work great. Don't use the gray. The gray is just normal pencil and won't come out. Yeah, I found that out the hard way. There's no warning about that. I did that on my quilt. It does come out eventually, but it takes a while. It takes a couple washes. Yeah. Let's see. Let me deal with this real quick, so he doesn't. Yeah, they just moved, so they're like, I guess he wants to know if I want the juicer, which I already have one. So I have bought a new juicer because he had the other one. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. I didn't want to ignore him, so. Yikes, how did you get it out? I just washed it. It was a quilt. I used it to trace out my, what do you call it? The stencil for the free motion quilting. Christina says, I got so much beading stuff. Stayed with blues and raspberries mainly. Marlene says, because that's just normal lead pencil. I got warned from the lady at the quilt shop about it. Yeah, no one warned me. Yeah. Yeah, that was, I was not happy. Yeah, and a lot of people have gotten fooled by that. But I believe I bought mine from the normal fabric store, and yeah, they didn't say anything. Yeah. It's the pink and the yellow and the white work pretty well. I used the white on this. It's not great, unfortunately. It doesn't work. It didn't work great on this. The pink works. I use pink a lot. But I prefer the water soluble pen for this kind of stuff. You guys can still see right now, okay. I'm like, it's kind of far down here. I'm like, can I make it all the way across? Yeah, I think I can make it, but I'm worried. I wanted to go up and do the same stitches as over here. I'm gonna have to take another piece of thread, but that's okay. There's more of this color down lower. Rage in the morning. I guess Alex is not doing okay. Poor Bicky.
Alyssa says, I don't usually grid, but I've been putting the silky sliver threads in a few pieces. Yeah, I have 2 pieces with it in there. It's just such a pain in the rear end to get it, to stitch it in there. I actually didn't think that this water soluble pen was going to work on this or the linen. So I'm pretty happy about that, because that will make it a lot easier. Let me check and see what colors these are. Okay, yeah. I'm just like, I'm gonna stitch it in, I think. Whatever. But I do have the sliver, silky sliver, so I can use it on the linen, but it's such a effort, and I find that it's really shiny, and it makes it hard for me to focus on my work. Oh, that's not going to work very well. Let me cut that real quick. Oh, Alex is having rage issues, it sounds like. I think it's this medicine that he's taking. I hate that stuff. I hate that he has to take it. He got to nearly 18 without having to take any darn medication. Oh, that's really in there. Oh, I hope I don't break my needle. Oh, there we go. Whew. That was tough. Kind of messed that up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so let me do these other stitches. That was 356. I want to test the water-soluble pen on the fabric for Greta Gold Broom and see if that will work. I've never used 36 count. I'm kind of worried. And with 36 count, you're gonna do 2/1 or 2/2. Eesh. And it's dyed too, so it's probably a bit on the smaller side. Nikki says I have Sulky that's blue metallic, but it's not the same material like the ones you have. Okay, yeah. The sliver is what I have, and it's like flat plastic. Oh, you know what? I stopped early. I stopped early. It's okay. Good thing I'm like, wait a minute. That's okay. It's yeah, I don't really want to. I think I'm going to count down instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, no. Let's see. Wait, let's count again. 1, 2. No. Shoot. 1. Well, I could do it this way. What the heck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Um, oh, it's auto-focusing. Sorry about that. Let's see. Christina says, I've asked for some opinions in Discord, whip section under cross stitch. Suki says, I usually do 1/2 on 36. Okay, that's what I was thinking too. Nikki says, yeah, mine is plastic but round. It's like the foil balloon mylar ribbon, but mini. But sometimes it depends on the fabric. Some 36 counts are not as tight, which is why I prefer 40 or 46 for my non-coverage. That's what Suki says. I think I'm gonna have to do a sample. It's for the Bella Filipina. Somebody gifted me a kit, and I'm like really excited. It's really nice of them. So yeah. And I've never used 36 count linen. It's hand dyed, so it's really pretty. I think I need to iron it though, because I feel a little bit like it'll be easier. Catherine says, with beads usually should use 32 or 30 or 28 2/2. Yeah, that was well, I wasn't sure about that because I got this from somebody else, so you know. One, two, three. Oh yeah, okay. Alyssa says, I know a few people who use Sulky to stitch with, but I've only used the sliver. Oh, I've used the Sulky thread also and it's okay. It untwists for me. That's the only problem. Catherine says, check the beads against your fabric. Make sure they'll fit on the 36 count, or you will have to replace the beads. And Suki says, for those I use 32 or 28 because of the beading. Okay, that's what I thought also. So, but that's fine. I can use it for something else. Why not? But I have. Okay, guys, I've got another big old piece of 32 count linen. Right. So I could replace it with that. Christina says, with the recommended beads, I'd choose a 32 count. When 28 is recommended, you'll have to either stitch them in or be careful in every bead, heavy areas, or you'll have to go down a bead side. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know because I didn't buy it, so I wasn't sure. Let's do this. Let's see. I just want to park this color. Oops. Okay, well, it's fine. I'm just going to park this because it's really far down here, so you guys, I don't think you guys can, no, you can't really see it. So I'm just going to park it really right here. That was a bit far, but it's okay. Okay. let's check the stats. Nikki, let's see. Wait, Nikki says all of my Mirabilias and chatelaines, I use 28 when asked for 32. Okay. Yeah, see, I've heard that too. I was trying to think who said that. Yeah, I don't remember who it was that said it. Let's check and see. I don't think I've done. Oh, 550. Okay, I'm done. Alyssa says I've always done 32 count with my fancy ladies. Okay, yeah, I'll have to look at it. I'll post some pictures. Yeah. So yeah, I did 515 stitches. I'm done. I'm not going to start the fancy lady until fall, because I want to. That'll be my fall Halloween, I guess. I don't know. It's a witch, but kind of not really. Just a witch, I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to start it yet anyway. I got to figure out stuff. I have to get floss for it still. And hi Heather, welcome in. Catherine says I use 32 all the time, fine for beads. Okay. I have a 32 count that I'm using for the long dog. So I posted a picture of the long dog, my sample with the fabric. I love the fabric. The fabric is beautiful. So I think that will be good. Let me spin the wheel really quick, and then I can go make dinner. Let's see, where's the wheel? Oh, there it is. I'm like, where's the wheel? Let me put the lamp down. I did the 515. That's pretty darn good. Okay, so I think we took off. I took off pricks everywhere. Poor pricks everywhere. It keeps getting put off. Where is pricks everywhere? There it is. Let's put it back on there. Okay, so we have 4 pieces to spin for. Okay, here we go. B. Okay. That's the Gecko Rouge pattern. So then we get another one, and it is bluebells. Okay. So pricks, or not pricks everywhere, B or bluebells. So, and there's only 2 left after that. Well, then there'll be 3. Okay, so bluebells and B. Alyssa says, I still have a finished Mirabilia I haven't gave away. I should post a picture of it somewhere on Discord. Yeah, we have a completed channel, so you can post it there if you want. So anyway, yeah, put it in completed, and don't let me forget. I gotta make a roll for fart smeller for Travis. Poor Travis. Okay. I'm really pleased with this. It's turning out pretty nice. I got a lot done. It's good to get it done, work on it. And it's pretty easy, and so we can chat and be silly and everything. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same bat channel. Yeah. So I'll see you guys on Discord as well, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Oh.